guys. Well, today's sport tip, starting about in 1 hour, is Boca Junior against Cordoba basketball. For the ones who doesn't know, I've been to Argentina like 2 months ago, so it's my ninth or 10th country in South America since January. And for the ones who doesn't know the mentality, that's what I told you in the previous video. I will teach you how to make money by betting and traveling the world, possibly like me. I'm a living proof that is possible. The most important thing which rules and controls the world is a psychology. You see, sport betting is a psychological thing, and the odds are psychological. You know, these guys they sucking it up with their thumbs. That's the polite version, or from their assholes. You see, in moment when you able to beat the bookies, then you win. The bookies they don't know the future, just like you or me. They just trying to be precise. You have to be more precise. The thing they don't never ever tell you, that this hustle is much more psychological thing than you ever think. You know, I don't want to go in some details and studies about each mentalities and what's happening in the world with how much depression arising, or affectionate disorder of emotions, affections, and mental diseases, all that crap, and the concrete uh, mentalities. For the ones who doesn't know, to win a away match in Argentina because of the atmosphere is very, very difficult. That's why I think Boca Juniors will win, and without winning this match, it will be very difficult for them to win the championship. So I give it like 90-95% they will win. Of course, it can happen 5-10% they won't. That's why I say 995. But the odds telling you that it's like 1.40 they will win. That's a bullshit. The odd is 110, 115. So we can see if we're talking about psychology, we can see that here the bookies didn't do their job. Well, why they didn't do their job? I mean, look, they cannot have all people around the world. When you think it over, when you're doing the live betting, there must be somebody there who is telling and who is controlling that shit. Excuse my French, who is, somehow giving information what's happening, because you can see it's delayed. Like today, there was a match, there was a Nadal, right? With this Argentinian guy. And, Nadal won, but he lost the first set, okay? And when I was looking on the live bet and I was betting on in the first set, I was betting that Nadal will lose, and it has happened. It's the most usual strategy that you wait until the match start and you can see the favorite. In tennis, it's 80% psychology, 20% of technique. For tennis, it's very difficult to bet the tennis offline. You have to watch it. You have to look at the faces of the people. You have to smell the atmosphere. You see, and it was obvious that Nadal will not make the first set. That's why it's really handy to place your bets on that he will lose the first set, and then, bet later on that he will win the match when the odds going up really for Nadal win, which has happened. But when I was again watching what's happening, on the court, and what's happening you know on the playground or on the stadium, when they were playing these two guys, it was obvious that if you got somebody there who will just give you fast call, you know, probably you would be able to take place the bet, faster than the system will change it up. I will talk about this later on, how to do the system bets, and there are a lot of glitches. As I told you before, for example, the the software during the football, it's made like that as longer there is no goal, as higher the odds going up, logically. But don't you forget, if let's say first 60 or 70 minutes the football, there is no, in soccer there is no goal, then there is no strategy, nobody playing strategically, it's starting to be nervous, etc., etc., and it's very the chances that some of the team will do the mistake are very high. So I like these matches because they are unusual. And don't you forget, by statistics, 80% of matches finish at least with one or two goals in football, and 80% of goals, generally about soccer talking, is scored in last 10 or 15 minutes of the match. So you see the system is illogical here. Of course, they cannot, you know, they have to make some compromise because they cannot, but don't you forget the most goals are scored last 10 or 15 minutes. So when you're doing the live, it's very important to watch what's going on, not just the graphics, but watch the really what's going on the online. You need to really see it on TV or on screen. You need to have a video contact. So you can see that, for example, in some matches or most of the matches, where they expect there will be one, two goals, not so many, the odds in 80th minute when the goal is so far goalless are very high. They can be 2.53, But don't you forget, that's when usually the goal is scored last 10, 15 minutes, 80% of all matches. So here I could, give you a hint what you're gonna do. Let's say that for your, favorite match, there is soccer match, there is a chance it will be over 2.5, and the odds are 1.6 that it will be over 2.5. Well, and 2 point something free or whatever that it will be under 2.5. Well, as the time will float, as it will float and as it will pass, you could see that the if there will be in first 30 40 minutes, which is happening often, there will be no goal. First half are usually there are no goals, as I told you. That's the statistic. So you can see on the end of the first half, the odds for for over 2.5 will rise up, but it's a false rise. So you can do so-called swing. In a moment they rise up to, let's say, 2.0, you bet $20 on over 2.5. And then you wait, you wait, you wait. You know that most probably there will be at least one, two goals, but you expecting three over 2.5. But you need only one. In moment when there is a one between 40 minutes, or let's say between 45 minutes, or between second half, between first minute of the second half and the 70 minutes, once there is scored one goal, the odd will jump down over 2.5 to 1.4 or 6 or whatever it was original, and then the odd that it's over 1 point over 2.5, it will go down, right, over 2.5 to 1.4, 1.5. Under 2.5, it will jump up to 2.3, 2.4, or whatever, right? But we remember that before it was goalless, you bet $20 on over 2.5, and it was 2.20. So it means your money coming back $20 back. And after one goal is scored, under 2.5 will jump up within 1-2 minutes. It will jump up, I guarantee you, around 2.1, 2.2, and over 2.5 from 2.12 or whatever in this moment will decrease to 1.6, 1.4. So in this moment, you just bet the opponent. You do the arbitrage. You bet $20 on under 2.5 with the course 2 point something. So congratulations. Whoever wins on the end, you know, your your gain is 100%, because this is over 2.5. With the odd of 2 point, I don't know, 12, you got like, I don't know, $2, and you lose $20 on other side. You win 20 plus 2, 2.12. If you catch under 2.5, after scoring one goal, it jump up to 2 point, I don't know, I'm just sucking the numbers from my brain, but let's say 2.4, it will jump up after first goal, or under 2.5. Well, then it's jump up to 2.4, you bet $20. Well, it's under 2.4, you're winning $20, and 40% of $20, which is $7, $8 or whatever, $9, or if it's like 2.45 or whatever, right? So you're winning 20 plus 9, and on the other side, you're losing 20 if it's over 2.5. If it's under 2.5, if it's under 2.5. If it's over 2.5, you're losing your $20 with scores with odds 2.4, but you're winning $20 with odd 2.12, whatever, 20 plus 2. You see, wait for the first goal, and immediately before first goal, or if you're waiting 35 40 minutes and there is no goal in the matches which usually score more than 2 3 goals, then bet your bet which you wanna do, but wait 30 40 minutes, because the odds will go up. The odds will go up. You see, don't bet it over 2.5 first minute. Usually no goals first 5 10 minutes. Watch the match first half, or 30 40 minutes. Wait when it will break the magic, uh, the magic line, you know, uh, the magic. Sorry, didn't have enough espresso today. The magic border 2. Okay, everything but over 2, it's coming back to you. It's a magic shit, right? And then wait for first goal, the odds will change, and bet under 2.5, it will be 2.4 or whatever, 2.40, or vice versa. This strategy could be used very well in ice hockey over 6, over 5.5, because we know that in ice hockey, it's impossible in NHL, almost impossible. The match will be goalless. So I tell you, next time when you focus on but in this particular example, um, the software behaving different in individual games and in collective, like tennis, football, baseball, and ice hockey. And in ice hockey it's faster, especially NHL, so you have to bet offline over 2.5, around 2.3, let's say, or 2.1. Then you wait after first two scored goals, and then